guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
I'm James.
We're back here with BoJack Season 4, Episode 10.
Wrong.
Damn! Season 5, Episode 10. I mean, to me, that iconic shot that keeps sticking with me is BoJack assumedly driving into traffic. I mean, I'm very sure that's what he did. I mean, the camera kind of cuts.
Right.
You hear it, right?
Right.
Yeah, he went down that dark path with the painkillers.
Yeah, not good.
He's fudging the way he's talked because he promised Hollyhock that he needed them.
Right.
And now he's going to keep that promise by getting a car wreck and making himself need them.
Fucking guy. He's unbelievable.
Well,
right?
it's just, he's just a shit show, man.
He is an absolute
And I
shit
love
show.
his relationship with Hollyhock. I don't want that to be messed up. I feel like it's going to be.
I feel like it's going to be, and it's just a poor thing, man. She's dealing with poor everybody that has to deal with BoJack and his bullshit and addictions and misogyny and everything.
Of course, him and Gina, the actress, they are, it looks like they're moving into the direction of having a relationship, I think. So we'll see, guys. We got a few more episodes left of this season, and then we have the final one. We appreciate everybody. Make sure you check us out on Patreon. Check out our merch. Let's jump in.
The woman who came from the water. She's been in our care for 2 years. She hasn't spoken a word and spends her days in a fog.
Have you been steadfast in your prayers?
I have, and yet her condition does not improve.
You seek a sign from God. Should he seek less from you?
Isn't that BoJack's girl?
I want to help you, but I don't even know who you are.
Oh! Margot Martindale.
Yeah.
BoJack!
What?
BoJack!
What are you saying? I don't...
BoJack! BoJack! BoJack!
What is going on?
Fuck, I don't know. I guess she's been lost at sea. What? 57 days later?
3 days before.
Oh.
Come on, get up. We're gonna be late.
How have I gained weight? Spent 2 weeks in the hospital hooked up to a feeding tube.
You just drink milkshakes. That's not a feeding tube.
It's basically a feeding tube.
How many of those do you take a day? Are you in that much pain right now?
I'm about to be. Reviews are out.
Okay. An astonishment, with Horseman bringing surprising depth to the eponymous character.
Surprising depth? God, they always gotta slant it. Why can't it just be depth?
I mean, he's got a point there.
Gina Cazador also appears as Sassy Malone. Wow. I've never been mentioned in a review before. Her restrained performance crackles with nuance and power. Damn, look at me in 2 sentences.
Well, don't let it go to your head. Probably just because you're a good actor. Anyway, I got you something for the premiere party.
These are beautiful, BoJack.
Well, don't let it go to your head. It's just because you visit me in the hospital every day, and I got used to having you around, and it turns out I like you.
Uh-oh. I let them go to my head.
Nice.
My apartment is a 2-hour drive from everywhere. 7 miles, 2 hours. How is that possible?
That's ridiculous. LA traffic.
Oh, it's insane.
What did the clam say to the crab at the undersea ball?
I think you know why I'm here.
Oh, fish.
Look at Dildo.
You have been inappropriate with every person who's come to our...
I forgot he got that for his girl.
Let's get down to business.
You want me to take you to work? No way.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes, 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 yes.
Be on your best behavior today.
That is the stuff I like.
I also like clearly defined expectations.
You might have to blot those out.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
That is so damn funny.
Damn.
Like, we're gonna introduce the world to BoGina?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure the world is ready for, BoGina.
Oh.
BoGina.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He doesn't want anyone to know.
Pickles wants to say hi.
What Pickles?
Hi, BoJack.
Hello? Are you the Pickles?
I don't know if I'm the Pickles, but maybe one day. Right now, I'm just a waitress.
She's being modest. She's a waitress / aspiring Instagram influencer.
Aspiring.
If this gets out, everyone will be talking about the stolen gag instead of all the great parts of the show that weren't stolen.
Fine, what do you want?
I want what every comedy writer wants. Respect.
Oh, what if I just let you come to the premiere party with us? They have tiny tacos and soft shells that are impossible to fold without making a big mess.
I accept your terms. Where do I sign? I can only give permission for the part I wrote. I'm the setup guy. If you want the punchline, you gotta talk to Ziggy.
Can you ask him to sign the release?
I can't even ask him the best time to go to the dentist. He hasn't talked to me for 30 years. Now, you mentioned a party.
Oh, for real?
Can we get our pictures taken and drink specialty cocktails and form lifelong bonds with other fancy celebrities and be in magazines where they say who wore it better and then people vote and then 78% of readers say Pickle did?
She's annoying.
Hell yeah. I hate that face.
I like the scrunch face dogs.
I know you do, because you have one, but I never did.
Well, I don't think her face is that scrunch, but I like... What that kind of dog is that again?
The Chihuahua?
Is going places.
Oh,
hey.
What happened to your arm?
Oh, just some asshole just got T-boned by me.
Oh my god, when?
A couple weeks ago, or months. As Filbert says, time is like a woman. Completely impossible to comprehend.
I think we ended up cutting that line because the network was worried it would be offensive to people who didn't know what time it was.
But if Abel signed it, I won't. I guess you could say I'm willing, but not able. Now, where are those tiny tacos?
I want to be on top of you.
There's no one on top of me. I'm CEO of this company.
That's my favorite position.
Well, you can't have it. It's mine.
Give it to me.
You want to be tantamount to this catamount? You've got balls, I'll give you that. But if you were CEO, what would I do? Take a portraiture class at the Learning Annex? Painting canvas after canvas of my wife, and through this act rediscover the woman I fell in love with those many years ago? What could I possibly say to articulate my deep devotion to this woman who has become but a stranger to me now?
I am powerless in the face of your mesmerizing sexual energy.
Such a brain for business, yet such a tongue for poetry.
I'm actually about to head out to the Filbert premiere party.
I'm coming.
Brilliant! You'll take them with you.
Oh, no, he doesn't need to come.
I'm coming. Oh, God, I'm coming.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, what the...
Hello, everyone.
If you don't get it, that means that my genius wasn't appreciated in my own time, and that's okay, too. Why are you laughing? Please do not laugh during the screening. This episode contains no intentional humor.
Okay, that's always a good sign. Herb is being modest.
Herb?
I'm sorry. Flip. Did I say Herb? Herb is being modest, but he put together a tremendous show that I think that you guys are really gonna love. We've all done terrible things that we deeply regret. I've done so many unforgivable things, and I think that that's what this show says, is that we're all terrible, so therefore we're all okay.
What?
And I think that's a really powerful message.
You left after like 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. My friend Alana, not my best friend Alana, but another Alana who is my friend, was having a crisis, and I needed to text her LOL. I saw the first 10 minutes. I just couldn't get into it, and you kept looking over and saying, do you love it? Are you loving it? How did you like that scene?
Well, did you love it? Were you loving it? How did you like that scene?
Every time you showed up on screen, I kept...
This is the hardest I've ever acted.
Oh.
Way harder than when I did the ice bucket challenge, but it was fake ice.
The least I could do is watch your TV show, even if it kills me because I hate it so much.
Well, don't watch it if you hate it.
I'm going to do this for us.
But...
I love you!
We might actually get a season 2. That's never happened to me before.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the light.
But at their 10th anniversary, I had a few too many.
And what? You took a swing at him?
I said I always felt he had the easier job, coming up with the punchlines.
And then what? What led to the rift?
Led? That's the whole rift. He besmirched my craft. I still haven't forgiven the son of a bitch.
I said it then, and I stand by it now.
All the pressure's on the punchline.
I carried us to the top of the popsicle stick game.
You wrote the part they let you try before you buy. I had to deliver the money line.
Yeah.
So, you both think you have a...
I'm a punchline guy my whole life. How do I come up with straight lines?
You could try using a ruler.
Oh!
Fucking corny.
I don't want you or anyone else justifying their shitty behavior because of the show.
What is your problem? Why can't you just accept that something you did is successful? It's connecting to people, and that's good.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you would care.
Excuse me?
What is going on with you? You're a mess.
Am I?
I feel like I barely know you anymore.
Oh, bullshit. Don't give me that.
It's true. I don't know you.
No, you know me. You do.
Then what the hell happened in New Mexico?
Look, I don't know what you think that you know.
I don't know anything. I mean, I know something happened with a girl in New Mexico, and I know it resulted in you coming home in a boat.
Well, that's...
I also know that your old friend Charlotte lives in New Mexico because you used to leave her business card lying around the house. And I know her daughter is a senior at Oberlin. I know you went to Oberlin during your bender 3 years ago because a bunch of students there posted pictures of you on Facebook.
Jesus Christ, why are you so obsessed with me?
I am not obsessed. I wanted to know what happened, and you wouldn't tell me. What happened in New Mexico?
Hello, smile for Yahoo Finland.
I would like to know when you've done shitty things.
Why is that your business?
Because I'm your friend, and I care about you, and I wrote a book about you, and now I wrote this show for you, and I am very publicly your friend, so if it gets out that you're doing creepy stuff, that makes me look bad.
Oh, so you're worried about things that I may have done because you think that it reflects badly on you? Hurts your brand? That's your moral high ground? I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you whatever you want. And while I'm at it, you want to hear about what happened at the MTV Beach House? Or why I'm not allowed to fly United anymore? Or what happened with Sharona, the makeup lady, on Horsing Around? I barely even remember because I was high or drunk or it was 30 years ago.
And you don't feel bad about any of this stuff?
Yeah, of course I do. By the way, most of these women don't even remember, I bet.
Well, that's really convenient for you.
I'm the one who has to live with this shit. I'm the one who has to feel guilt all day, every day.
So you're
He's the victim, yeah.
And I know that's not the woke, progressive, intersectionally appropriate thing to say, but I would say, yeah, I'm the one who has suffered the most because of the actions of BoJack Horseman.
You've suffered.
Yeah, I have.
The most?
The most.
Really? More than, say, Sarah Lynn?
Don't talk to me about Sarah Lynn.
No, I want to know how you're the victim of the Sarah Lynn story. Because you were the only father figure she ever had, and when she came to you for help, you had sex with her.
That's... No. Why are you bringing this shit up? Is this fun for you? To really rub in?
It's not fun.
You win. You scored all the points. When I met you, I was depressed because I didn't like myself. And when you wrote that book and sold a bajillion copies, you taught me that as screwed up as I am, that's okay. You did that. And now I'm okay.
I don't believe that's true. And I don't think you believe it's true. I think you want me to tell you that you can be better. And even though you are being a total asshole right now, I still believe it.
I went to New Mexico to see Charlotte. She was married with a daughter, but it wasn't like what you're thinking. She was 17, which is the legal age of consent in New Mexico, and she wasn't drunk, so not that I wanted to. I didn't. That's the dumbest part of all of this. Maybe I didn't tell you because there was nothing to tell. Did you ever think of that? I mean, she was my friend's daughter, and she wanted it, and I was in a bad place because Charlotte had just... So then she came onto my boat, Charlotte, I mean, and she walked in, and I was with her daughter, but again, nothing had happened yet.
Yet?
Nothing happened.
Goodbye, BoJack.
Diane,
Hey,
no. You wanted me to tell you, I told you. You know everything.
Please let go of me.
Diane, please.
You're hurting me, and I would like you to let go now.
Oh, Jesus. That's fucked up, dude.
That was fucked up. That was beyond fucked up. That was
So what you think of the show,
traumatic to watch.
And my mother said I'd never last as long as Hung. Well, who's Hung now, Mom?
Right.
Weird.
Hung. The show?
That's how Mario Martindale ends up seeing it.
Hey, you want me to drive you home and you can come back and get your car tomorrow?
You don't have to do that.
Well, of course not. I don't have to do anything.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey, hot stuff.
Well, the world knows now.
Yep.
Come on, you know I'd do anything for you.
Why? I'm such a disaster.
You're not a disaster. You're amazing.
Do you want to come in?
Jesus, dude. So, yeah, the Todd stuff, when with the robot, what's the robot's name again? Henry Fondle.
That fucking robot was annoying, honestly.
Yeah, that was all right. I mean, they always do that. Like the stuff with Todd, like how things fall into or fall out of place because of him, or it's happening directly to him.
Yeah,
it's a little ridiculous, but I do find it humorous. I know a lot of people like it quite a bit.
Well, I think Todd for me is either hit or miss. Like a lot of his stuff's brilliant, and other stuff is just like I could
Well, the stuff about him being asexual, I thought that was deep.
That was
but he's
deep.
he's not just deep. He is funny sometimes.
Right.
Okay, so the stuff with BoJack and Diane, like, I mean, I see both sides, but like BoJack lost me quite a bit when he was trying to brush off any kind of responsibility and victimize himself.
Yeah, he was looking for a way to minimize his actions and make himself feel better.
Yeah.
And everything he said up on stage about, we're all horrible, so therefore we're all okay. He was talking to himself.
Yeah, and if Diane, I mean, first of all, like, if Diane was trying to make a piece of art to create some type of message where men can watch it and maybe, I don't know, feel bad about themselves or question themselves, I don't know about that motivation.
I don't know about that motivation because
a
lot of times an artist or an author or whatever can have a purpose behind a work of art, whatever it is, but other people are going to interpret it differently. And sometimes that means the masses interpret it differently. And if they do, they do. Yeah.
So it's just like the message that men are universally shitty and they need to get better, kind of like what Oprah said. I just disagree with that message.
Right, absolutely.
In terms of BoJack, I mean, he is shitty. I think we love BoJack, but he's shitty. When he went to Charlotte is the name. When he went to New Mexico,
we went to New Mexico.
That was a shit show, and that has stuck with me. And I'm glad that the writers didn't just like, okay, that happened and that's a thing. It is coming back. In a meaningful way. It's
haunting him.
Which is, but for him to say he's haunted because he feels like he is the victim of BoJack. Like I thought it was just a little ridiculous to me.
It's weird because when I first watched him in that room with the girl, what was her name?
Well,
Charlotte's daughter. Charlotte's daughter. To me it looked worse than it really was. And I think he's hanging on the fact of what could have or would have happened than what did happen. And we know that he probably would have done something bad because it's just BoJack.
When I watched it, I thought that she went in there to talk to him and she was trying to make something happen.
Exactly. I didn't.
But like every time he's addressed it, he has said that he was going to do something with her.
And that's not the way I took it the first time I saw it either.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's piling on the shit.
That's what I feel like.
To make himself the bad guy.
Yeah,
But I guess you can't be the bad guy and the victim.
Yeah, I think her motives for going in there was she had. Yeah, that's the way I looked at it too. Is I didn't feel like he was going to do anything, but I think it does haunt him because he thinks he would have went through with it or he would have done something.
Now I feel like he believes that he would have because he knows himself. But I thought maybe in that moment he was actually shutting her down.
Yeah.
And you can say it's the age of consent and everything, but whatever. I mean, she's still pretty young. But I guess to me, that's your friend's daughter.
Yeah.
And you were being in a position to where you were being trusted to chaperone.
Absolutely. And before that, he was trying to make.
There's this girl I graduated high school with. She was 17, and she was and she met this guy who was like 39 or some shit.
Oh wow.
And they're married now. They have like 5 kids, and they're like rich as hell. And I'm just like, I remember everyone thought that was the weirdest thing.
But it worked out for him.
It worked out for them, but like the way it felt here was BoJack was functioning as a chaperone, and he did do something illegal for sure. He gave them alcohol.
Yep.
I mean, that was absolutely one of the most irresponsible things you can do.
Absolutely.
And that one kid got sick, right?
I think
sick,
so.
He
Yeah.
threw up.
Oh yeah.
They had to take him to the hospital.
Yeah, I remember all that.
And he had to he had to tell them to lie for him.
Yeah. Which was.
And he made the moves on the mom, and then he went and.
Exactly what I was going to say.
And that's why it was like so fucked up.
It was just a whole shit show. But regardless of that, just that night in general, BoJack's done so many fucked up things throughout the life of this show that he's just a fucking horrible guy. And then with the way he was grabbing a hold of Diane and holding her, it was just over the line.
It was over the fucking line.
Yeah, completely over the line.
Yeah. What would bother me if I was BoJack is why is she? He did say, he said, "Why are you obsessed?" I know she's not obsessed, but she said, "I want to help you because I'm your friend." But then it was about making sure she could protect herself in case she did something shitty. So I did think okay, well if that's your moral high ground, that's shitty.
I do question her motives to a large degree, just because
I think she has these journalistic instincts, and she just is curious or being nosy.
Right, and she's so obsessed with it. You know, like what happened, and maybe if we were in the same situation, we would be the same way. But I don't know. Her motives just don't seem 100% legit.
Well, they're not. I mean, both characters are. Well, I mean, she is a little. She's probably the morally best person in this show.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And I'm not saying I don't think I would agree with every single one of her crusades. Personally, she's absolutely, authentically legitimate, and she believes the things she believes, and she fights for them, and I admire the hell out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, I guess to me, BoJack, I don't want to say he's. I mean, I guess if you look at throughout history, he's a great person. He hasn't murdered anyone. You know what I mean? He hasn't,
I get what you're saying.
He hasn't straight up raped anyone, from what I can tell.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of.
Right.
You know, he's just not. I guess I just think of like the shittiest people that lived throughout history. You know what I mean?
I mean, when you compare it to, like,
he lives in 2020.
Yeah.
And he's just like a shitty Hollywood asshole.
Yes.
Okay.
And selfish and self-absorbed and
yeah.
Me. It's all about me. He's a victim, no matter what happens. Like, how can
that's what bothered me the most?
Yeah. How can he victimize himself in this situation?
He completely lost me, and then I was all on Diane's side. And what the writers do so well is like at the end of that, I felt like, all right, well. You know, even though she was being nosy, she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right with her instinct that he did something wrong. I don't know if it's her business, and maybe and if she wants to do it to make sure that she can protect her own interests, that's not good. But she's right that he did something shitty, and she normally is consistently the most moral person. But at the very end, her and Mr. Peanut Butter.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to go down there. I think we know what might go down there.
That was insane. So it just gives the audience a reason to think, well, Diane ain't perfect either.
Yeah, absolutely. And she, you know, because Mr. Peanut Butter's with the dog now.
Well, it's funny because, like, they were married and they had a good thing, and then I think for just kind of stupid, very modern reasons, they had a divorce. I just feel like people need to work out their problems better. You know, the things that people are upset about now, and they think it's a worse world-ending thing, 200 years ago was just life.
It was just life, and now that's a reason to get divorced. Yeah, I think that's a reason why divorce is so high now, is people don't realize how good we have it in so many different ways. And back then, you just fucking worked it out. One way or another, you worked it out.
Yeah, Mr. Peanut Butter and this other girl, I don't know how serious they are, but they're serious enough to where they seem to be, and we're exclusively dating each other. At least that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Now, we ain't engaged, we ain't married, but, like, you know, you're still cheating on her. You know what I mean? And it was with your ex-wife.
Well,
and some people might side with, like, oh, that was your wife, though. I want them to get back together. That's still not good.
We don't know if they cheated yet, though. We might see that next episode.
Yeah, but if the next episode begins with the fact that they didn't do it, then I think that's weird.
It would have been weird.
This show always ends with, like, that one thing, and then, you know what I mean, like the car accident.
Right.
They with, like, hey, will you come in?
Right.
And when the next episode happens, they never cheat us.
They don't.
It was incredible. It was heartbreaking and gruesome to watch those two fight, because I want them to be friends. I want BoJack to get better. And Diane is, you know, for the most part, a really, I think, considerate, wonderful, noble person in this show.
She is. I don't know if she was doing this, you know, trying to help BoJack because she wants to be a good friend, or like you said, if it's kind of the journalistic.
That's my only problem with it.
She just wants to know because she just has that type of personality where she needs to know. There's people like that they really don't care too much. They just have to know. They're fucking nosy as can be, and they just have to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've dealt with that personally. So.
Yeah, it sucks. Hey, one last thing. They started calling BoJack and Bogina. Yeah. What's kind of your favorite Hollywood fucking relationship name? Like, you know, we have Brangelina or Brad.
I have no idea that was even a thing.
Brad Pitt and.
I mean, I had couples that I really liked. I really like Brad and Jennifer Aniston. I think it's my wife liked them. I thought, they were a good couple, and I thought they both were beautiful.
What was J-Lo was with the one dude for a while, Matt Damon's buddy.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Now they're back together.
Are they back together?
Yeah, because he got divorced.
Oh, they are, and they're called Benifer or something like that.
I don't know. But that's cool that they can get back together, you know?
Yeah, you know, anyway.
So, yeah, I don't... well, okay, you know what my favorite? Raylo.
Raylo? Who the hell's that?
Raylo. You don't know what that is? You guys know what it is? Raylo. Some of you guys... You shit on the sequels. I don't care. I love them. I grew up with the prequels. People shit on those. I love them too. And now my generation is shitting on the sequels. It's ridiculous. You guys are stupid. They're all good movies. All right. So that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you like us, you want to support us, just go to our Patreon. You can see the full-length uncut reaction to everything that we do. Check out our merch. We have shirts. We have hoodies. It's winter, so buckle up. And leave a comment down below.